Hello. Is that one there? Oh, I'm going to put this on because it's cold. It's cold today. So this is the last video, probably, in the Unemployment 1.0 video series. Mainly because I've gone and got myself a corporate job. What the fuck? I was so skint. I did Hermes work. I delivered Chinese food. I did extras work. I did video editing. I wrote online on Medium and Vocal. I've done a whole bunch of stuff, and you know what? My bank account was a sinking ship.
Stay with it, stay with it.
I was losing more money than I was getting money. They say there's no such thing as a midlife crisis, just a midlife awakening. And let me tell you something, I woke up, and it turns out I was poor. So listen, at the end of the day, man's got to get paid, innit? Instead of just worrying about money, I actually want to kind of challenge myself mentally, instead of just physically standing on a forecourt, packing the car in the freezing cold in the winter. I feel a bit like the Woody Allen ant in Ants. He had to go through a whole bunch of shit to end up back where he was, but this time he's like, yeah, but I'm here now by choice, right? Because I could have ploughed on, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I want some of the nice things in life. Like my trainers are fucked, and I can't afford to buy new trainers. This role is project management role. It's about 90% remote. So we're going to have to build a desk out there in the fucking corridor here. There's a nice desk space. So we adapt, we move on. I think my last experience, my last job, I had such a terrible, aggressive boss. He put me off working in an office, and one of the reasons why I worked in offices for 19 years is because actually, for the most part, I had some really great bosses, but my last boss was so terrible, it kind of pushed me so far left field from wanting to do anything corporate, even if it meant being skint. But on this note, I never got down to zero. I've still got about $2,000 left in my account. Now, $2,000 is nothing. That can go in like 2 months, can't it? I also use something called Moneybox. And what it is it's a high yield ISA. I've got over $1,000 in there now. So I'm saving, even though I'm skint, I'm saving. The other thing I would say is invest in a really good managed fund somewhere. I would recommend Fundsmith. I put my money in Fundsmith about 4 years ago and it has doubled its money. And these are the things that poor people, and I include myself in that, don't realise. We don't have access to this information about finances. We don't have access to this information of how to get your money to work for you. I'm actually not in any debt. I never missed a payment. I wasn't able to get a phone. This is the interesting thing. The moment I quit my job, I wasn't able to get a phone for £30 a month. It's so weird how I quickly went from never missing a bill payment and always having good credit to not having a job, so go fuck yourself. So be warned of that if you're going to decide to try and go it on your own. It suddenly means that you're faced with lots of dilemmas about the fact that you can't get credit. So you might not be able to get a car, you might not be able to get a mortgage, you might not be able to get a phone. Not having money meant that suddenly my family had less opportunities. I really felt that powerlessness of going, oh fuck, so now I can't go, oh look, fuck it, here's £100, because knowing what it's like to be skint, and if someone says to you, oh here's £100, fucking hell, that can change your month, that can dig you out of a hole, and I didn't have that power, and that really freaked me out. Also, on a parenting note, I wanted to try and prove to my boy, you don't have to put a suit on and work in an office to get by. Now obviously, maybe you fucking do, I don't know. I do think there is a balance to be struck. Money to an extent is freedom. And one of those things that I'm doing to strike that balance is there's no way on earth I'm giving up comedy. Having this money is going to make comedy easier, because one of the things putting me off going to comedy was how much it costs to go into London now. Thanks very much, Sadiq Khan, with your extended congestion charge.
Who set the £15 figure? Who set the extended hours at night? And who made it 7 days a week?
It's TfL, it's us, but they
So
don't.
it's you.
But
I've been working nights during the day, double shifts. You don't have any time to go to comedy. I haven't had any time to do any fucking vlogs. I squeeze in some writing on my phone whilst waiting at the depot to collect parcels and stuff. I have found in this experience, I'm very poor on both time and opportunities because I don't have that money. You just got to make sure that you still pursue what you want to pursue whilst working in an office. So yeah, this has been a really interesting 2 years. I'm so glad I did it. I would think that if you're stuck in an office and you don't know what to do, give it a fucking try. Because now, one of the things I realise is if I want to leave the office, the world's not going to fall apart. So look, new challenges on the horizon, but this is what life's all about. One of the secrets to eternal youth is having an eagerness for life. So I'm excited for what this is going to bring. I think some of it's going to be a drag. I think some of it's going to be great. I think having money is going to be opening new doors. So there we go. This is the end of the fucking unemployment 2.0. Where do we go from here? Fuck knows. I don't know. Thank you for listening. More videos to come, because guess what? I'm not going to be working nights and weekends. More creative work, more doors opened, onwards and upwards. Why am I wearing this on my head? Fuck knows. Life's a mystery. Don't ask why too much, because you're going to eventually realise you're just a fucking meat skeleton on a space rock flying through the voids and no one knows why we're here. Find your own meaning. See you later.